Good evening from Wilmington, Delaware, to all my beautiful African queens of the Democratic Party plantation. Sisters, how can you dare blame your big brother King Kong consciousness for the white racist Democratic Party losing the presidential election this year? I wasn't even in the country, sister. I left on purpose. I was in the United Kingdom hanging out with my British Africans. If you don't believe me, call London, England. If you don't believe me, call Birmingham, England. If you don't believe me, call Manchester, England. I wasn't even in the country, ladies. I was over 5,000 miles away across the Atlantic Ocean, building Pan-African consciousness with my European Africans. I was away since the 31st. I was gone. I wasn't even here. I returned election night. How you going to blame me for the Democratic Party losing the election? I'm hearing black women are crying, fainting, depression, anxiety, bipolar spells, psychotic episodes. My black queens, it ain't that serious. You crashing out for a political party we've been voting for overwhelmingly for the past 88 years. What are we crying for, sisters? Black queens, can we please do something about this? But if you need a hug, I'm here. If you need some life coaching, I'm here. Whatever I can do to help my beautiful African sisters out, I'm here. I'm hearing we got beta males on the Democratic Party plantation. They having crying sessions. I heard Van Jones and Swollen Martin and Barack Obama, they having crying sessions for the beta males of the Democratic Party plantation. Come on, family. You weren't going to get anything from Kamala Harris. Come on. You didn't get nothing from Joe Biden. Come on. But my Republican Party plantation slaves, don't go rubbing this in their face. Because I don't know who told you Donald Trump was the savior of black America. He couldn't care less about black folks. We crashing out over white candidates, white racist political parties. Nobody can save the Negro but the Negro himself. Nobody can save the African but the African himself. Listen, if y'all want to blame me, I will wear it as a badge of honor that I'm responsible for black people waking up and no longer serving as the loyal plantation slaves of the Democratic Party. I will gladly accept the reward. I will take the honor home. I will take it home. But I'm not responsible for this. She still walked off with 85% of the black vote, but it just wasn't enough. Hispanics went for Trump more than her. Those over 50 went for Trump more than her. This wasn't my fault. This wasn't black America's fault. They wanted to put Kamala in there. The white power structure, they wanted to put Kamala in there, but they knew if they robbed him again, America would have went up in smoke. Y'all know that. They was going to give Kamala the Oval Office, but they said if we rob him again, we don't know what's going to happen in these streets. So the shadow government had to have a sit down. This your big brother. I just took a shower. I'm in Wilmington, Delaware. We working on FDMG. I just want to relax and get back out there tomorrow. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. Can y'all stop blaming me? Can y'all stop blaming me for things I don't have anything to do with? Peace and Pan-Africanism. And by no means am I intending to beat a dead horse. Peace and Pan-Africanism. And by no means am I intending to beat a dead horse. But my Democratic Party plantation slaves, I'm having a little bit of a problem with the fact that y'all crying over Kamala Harris, but y'all not crying over that $30 million that the Divine Nine gave her in one night to pay for campaign ads and commercials. If you're going to cry, don't cry because a white racist political party lost the election. You should be crying because the Black Greeks gave Kabbalah $30 million in one night that the Black community can never get back. That the Black community can never get back. That the Black community can never get back. Why don't you cry about the $30 billion Black women in particular, but Black men as well, spend on beauty and hair products? Why don't we cry about all these Black girls who are being sexually trafficked in this country? Why aren't we crying about all the homeless Black women with children living on the street? Why aren't we crying about all the young Black men who are losing their lives to senseless violence? Are we crying like this for these lynching victims? Are we crying like this for these police genocide victims? But you crying for Kamala Harris? But you not crying for the $30 million the Divine Nine gave her to pay for useless commercials and ads, the money from which she's never getting back? Can we please stop the nonsense? Can we please get organized? Black queens forever, snow bunnies never, Pan-Africanism or perish. I'm the new leader of Black America. You either with me or you against me. The agenda is coming soon. 2025, Team Pan-African, King Kong consciousness. You either with us or you against us. Listen, family, let's just keep it a buck. Do I need to remind y'all? Do we need to go back in time 16 years ago when many of you and many of our grandparents wasted their savings in retirement to go and watch Barack Hussein Obama get sworn in as president of the United States? Do y'all remember that? All that money Black people spent to go and watch Barack Obama get sworn in as president of the United States, to only turn around and rainbow gang our children, turn around and try to rainbow gang Africa, turn around and give all our civil rights to all these other anti-Black, non-African groups? Need I remind you that Bill Clinton single-handedly incarcerated more Black men than all Republican presidents put together with that omnibus crime bill that he pushed out in 1994? Do we need to talk about how Bill Clinton criminalized child support? Do we need to talk about how Joe Biden pushed the Asian bill and the Transformer bill and all these other bills and did nothing for African people? And I'm supposed to be saddened? Not me, family. First of all, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I don't endorse candidates or parties. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I do not endorse candidates or parties. You understand me, family? If it's going to be any crying, it's going to be done over us. Any crying going to be done for Black people. If we giving out $30 million a night, it better be to build some institutions. Stay focused and stop getting distracted. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris aren't going to do anything for Black people. Black people have to do for Black people. When are you going to stop begging, crying, pleading, and depending on Caucasians to save you? No one is coming to save Africans. Not Donald, not Kamala. Only Africans can save themselves. This is my last one for the night, family. This is my last one for the night, family. But I received word from my Howard University Africans I received word from my Howard University Africans that Vice President Kamala Harris did not return to the forum last night to thank them for their support. If Kamala Harris left Howard University before thanking the students of and Howard University for supporting her and standing with her and allowing her to do her election watch on their campus, then she is completely out of line, disrespectful, and unprofessional. I need my Howard University students to tell me whether or not Kamala Harris returned to the rostrum to thank you all for supporting her in her defeat. If Kamala Harris did not return to the rostrum to thank the Howard University students for supporting her, then she was out of line. That is disrespectful and it is unacceptable. My beautiful sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, my beautiful sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, you need to send your soror a letter. You need to let her know that you did not appreciate her conduct at your school, at your alma mater, and that was a poor representation of what Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated stands for. The Basilisk of AKA needs to send Vice President Harris a letter. The president of Howard University needs to send Vice President Harris a letter. The student government and student organizations of Howard University need to send Kamala Harris a letter. That was wrong. She would have never behaved that way at a PWI. That was wrong. She would have never behaved that way at a PWI. And that shows you that yes, she graduated from Howard, but she doesn't respect Howard. She belongs to AKA, but she doesn't respect AKA. Her membership in your fraternity and her graduating from your university was only a strategy to boost her political ambitions. That's all it was. How dare you come to an HBCU? How dare you come to Howard University, lose the election, and instead of coming out and thanking those Howard University students and alumni in DMV family, Virginia, Maryland family, DC family for standing with you, you just walk out. In other words, black people aren't good enough for an explanation. Black people aren't good enough for a thank you. If Kamala Harris's behavior last night at Howard University doesn't show you who she is, I don't know what is.